wanted to talk about my phone.
Davinci Resolve coming to iPad.
The new iPad itself.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Darkroom podcast. My name is Nick.
My name's Adam.
So how were your weeks since we last spoke? Because we were on a bit of a hiatus here.
Yeah, bit of a break,
Yeah.
but a needed one because I was doing midterms and it was kind of Thanksgiving that one weekend.
Yeah.
So we needed
Kind
a
of.
little
Not
bit
like
of a
fully
break.
Thanksgiving. Just kind of.
Yeah, it was just kind of.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so we needed this break. We're back. We're back now. And we have lots to talk about. My weeks, otherwise, were all right. Stressful, as you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, we're chilling now. We're chill. We're good for
Good
the next
stuff. That's what
6
we like.
weeks
Yes.
until finals are back.
Yes.
But we don't think about that yet.
No,
that's for later. Right now, we're good.
Yes. For real.
How are your weeks?
Good. I mean, just like shooting and going to the gym. That's basically all I do. But it's good. I like it. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Whatever. No need to keep going. Let's just do topics.
All right. I can start with mine.
All right, go for it.
Well, technically I have two. I wanted to talk about my phone.
Yes.
As I've had more time with it.
Uh-huh.
Things have gotten slightly better. It got an update a couple weeks ago, which drastically improved the battery life, I've noticed.
Oh, that's nice.
Which that's good. It should be good. So on the Pro Max with the biggest battery, it should have been good to begin with.
Yeah.
And now it's I feel like it's back.
Okay. That's good.
What else changed? They added the battery indicator. I don't know. Was it you that asked about it? Or someone asked about the battery, that it showed that it was full. Like the little...
I remember hearing this. Yeah. I think it was when we all hung out the one day. I think it was a meal.
So
yeah.
It used to show like it was full, like fully colored in, which shows it would be full.
Yeah.
But then it had the percentage that said like 68 or whatever.
Yeah, that's really weird.
They fixed it now, and now the filled in portion of it actually represents the battery percentage that it is.
Like every other iPhone.
Exactly. They had it right previously.
Yeah.
I don't know why they needed to change it.
Yeah, that one's a weird one.
Absolutely. I had something else I wanted to mention, but I kind of forget. That means it's probably not important.
Okay.
The display, or the way it like wakes up from sleep, still don't like it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That was weird.
Yeah, but otherwise the phone's fine.
Yeah,
it's been fine.
It's like so subtle. It's like the clock comes up before the rest of the screen.
Yeah,
for those of you who don't know,
it's weird.
Like you might not think it's that weird when we say it, but when you see it, you're like, something just looks off.
Yeah, it's just off. And when I compare it to like your phone, it is different.
Yeah, it's because you're used to it too. I think like most phones, I feel like when they wake up, that's what they look like.
Yeah,
I think. Well, okay, I can't say most phones, but I know iPhones, because that's what I have experience with, wake up that way. So then when you're getting a new one and it's changing that, you're going to notice.
Yeah, it's just really weird. But
Agreed.
Otherwise, it's been great. It's a great phone. I think that's all I had to say about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. Okay, cool.
We're back.
Right. So you said you had two topics, right? I have one.
Yes.
Do you want me to get into mine and then before we do your next one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Davinci Resolve. I'd imagine you've heard of them, heard of the program.
Yes.
It's a video editing program for those of you who may not know. Coming to iPad, which we like to
this is
see.
going to link so well with my next
beautiful.
topic.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There's not tons and tons of details yet, but still exciting. So what we do know is that they're saying it's going to be optimized for multi-touch technology in the Apple Pencil, which is beautiful. Love to see that. It says it offers support for the cut and color pages and is capable of HDR workflows with compatible systems.
Okay.
I'm wondering how different it's going to be from the desktop version. I mean, I haven't used the desktop version, but I do know that for color correct, a lot of people use it for color correction, and it's like a nodes system. So I wonder if they're going to keep that for iPad or if they're going to kind of dumb it down and simplify it because it's on iPad.
Seeing how a lot of other apps do it,
Yeah,
I feel like it's going to be dumbed down and similar.
that's what
simpler.
I'm thinking as well, because most video editing apps on the iPad are just a lot more basic, but I guess we never know. Maybe they're going to try to change that and make it kind of, stand out more and have more of the desktop features, which would be nice. Because right now, if you want to video edit on your iPad, there's not really many like good options that I know of.
There's none.
Yeah. They're also saying it integrates with the recently announced Blackmagic Cloud option, allowing remote collaboration around the world. So that's nice. You can just edit and share with whoever you want to. What else? It says it will be able to open the same project files that are compatible with the desktop version.
Wow.
So you'll be able to just kind of take your project and continue working on it on your iPad and then back on your desktop, which is super nice if you're on the go and you don't want to bring your whole desktop with you and you don't have a laptop, you have an iPad. Perfect. Mm-hmm. You can do, some of that editing on the iPad. File formats. They're saying it'll be able to work with H.264, which is like the go-to usually. Yep. H.265, Apple ProRes, and Blackmagic Raw.
Wow.
Which that one is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm very curious to see how it's going to handle raw footage.
Yeah, those are big files.
Yeah. And some computers struggle with those, with raw footage. So that one we'll have to see. We don't know yet. We can't really tell you yet. And then also the clips can be stored on your iPad's internal memory or brought in from iCloud or a USB-C drive.
Good.
Which again is nice because then you got your USB-C drive working on your computer, take it out, pop it in your iPad, keep working, pop it back in your computer. They're really making that workflow seamless by the sounds of it, which is super nice. Finally, for the launch, we don't know exactly when, but they said it'll launch in the fourth quarter of this year. And we're already in the fourth quarter of this year. So what are we, the end of October right now? So within the next 2 months, we should be seeing it on the App Store.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I want to use it once it comes out, but I don't have a... Are they subscription based? I'm guessing they're subscription based like Adobe.
Right. It might be.
I'm guessing. I don't know if it's like a one-time purchase or subscription, but regardless, I don't have it. So we might have to just like see how much it is. If it's like a, $10 a month or something or more. I don't know. I really have no idea because Adobe's
Yeah.
expensive as hell. But
Yeah.
if you're just doing video editing, maybe I'll look into it and
We'll
pop
see.
it on the screen. At least,
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
But I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Maybe the app will be. I'd imagine if you already have a subscription, it just ties in with the app. It's
Yeah,
not going to be
it
like a
should.
separate thing. I don't think. We'll have to see again. So yeah, maybe in a few months we'll get our hands on it and do a hands-on review, which would be
Sick.
nice.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm just so worried that they get it wrong, because I think we all know my issues with Photoshop on the iPad. Its lack of features, it's just not very user friendly.
Yeah.
It does have that cloud compatibility, which you can just straight up switch projects from your computer onto your iPad. But just that usability really
Right.
sucked. And same with the Capture One app. It
Yeah.
just wasn't the same as expected on the desktop. And if you're coming out with such a professional app used by real professionals, I wouldn't even call myself a professional, and I hated it. So I just hope they do it right. They got to get it right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's tough too because you're comparing it to the desktop version and it's never going to be that, or at least
Yeah.
not in the foreseeable future. Maybe, down the line more. Which does make it, I think, makes people critique it a little harder. But if they can do better than those apps, that will be nice. Because like even
Yes.
what is it? Adobe has Adobe Rush, right? I think that's the video editing app they have.
Yeah.
I tried it once, hated it. I couldn't use it. So if they can do better than those sorts of things, then they're, starting off great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep watching, and in a few months, few weeks, we don't know yet. We'll do a hands-on review once it comes out.
Absolutely.
Good shit. Good stuff. Do I have to bleep that? I think I can say that.
At this point, yeah, I think we're good.
Isn't that only the first 30 seconds or something? You're not supposed to swear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're good. We're good.
Cool. All right. What's your next topic?
Well, my topic is the new iPad itself.
Okay. Yes, this does tie in.
Yeah. So here we go. We have a new iPad.
Yes, we do.
It's not the iPad Air or the iPad Pro. It's just the standard iPad, the regular one, the cheap one. We got some updates. They redesigned it. They got rid of the button, Touch ID button.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I mean, that was coming for a while.
Mm.
Like all the iPads are away from the touch button now.
Yeah.
So that's a good upgrade. So that means they moved Touch ID to the power button up top, just like the iPad Air. The iPad Air has that.
Yep.
We've upgraded to the A14 Bionic chip inside. So not M1, but this is just the regular iPad. I don't think it needs M1 or M2 at that point. So it's a good chip. It's going to do fine. They've also moved the front-facing camera. It was always, like, if you hold it like your phone, like up like this, it was always at the top. So, but most people hold their iPad like this.
Mm-hmm.
So they moved it to like the middle on the side, which that's all right. That's good for like video calls. Everyone holds their iPad like landscape anyways.
Yeah.
So that's a welcome change. We got a new keyboard. This is the part I'm a little confused about.
Yeah.
It's a folio keyboard. It can snap on to the bottom just like the Windows Surface does, and you can just take it off whenever.
Mm-hmm.
And it also got a back cover with a kickstand that just flips out. This keyboard has a row of function keys. Very nice. That's awesome.
Indeed.
I love that they added this. And I'm going to get into the bad parts at the end. So for now, we just got that. Folio keyboard, function row keys, nice kickstand, back cover. These are optional purchases, by the way. It also got a USB-C port. Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, why are you still on Lightning? iPhone. Anyways. We got some awesome new colors. It comes in like blue, green, yellow, and red, I think. Those are the 4. And, okay. All right. You know what? We're going to get into the bad stuff now. We're just going to start off right away. It's now compatible with the Generation 1 Apple Pencil.
Yeah.
Now, if you kind of link 2 things that I said just now, it got USB-C, but it's compatible with Gen 1 Apple Pencil. I don't know if you guys remember the Gen 1 Apple Pencil, but the way you charge it is through the top, and it has a Lightning port. How do you charge this? How do you charge this Apple Pencil? Apple gave you a solution.
Obviously, their genius solution.
Yeah, they create a problem, and then they just solve it for you. So when you buy the Apple Pencil, you now get an adapter included. If you want to buy it separately, it's $8.99 Canadian.
Boom. What a steal. $9 for another dongle.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a USB-C to Lightning adapter. You just need a USB-C cable, plug it into your iPad, plug it into the adapter, and then plug in your Apple Pencil. This is ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense because, like, look at with the MacBooks, they changed them to USB-C, and then they added some ports back and they changed it back. And it was like, thank you. Why did they now think that this was a good idea to do with the iPad?
I mean, I get it. The camera is now in that spot where the Generation 2 Apple Pencil would magnetize to. So the camera's technically in the way of that.
I didn't think about that.
But then don't move the camera.
Yeah.
It will, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
On the top of the iPad, it's fine. I would much prefer having them not moved the camera and instead made it compatible with the 2nd gen Apple Pencil.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
So yeah, because charging it now is just a hassle. For the AirPods, they now added it so it can charge with the Apple Watch charger or the MagSafe. You have other options. For the Apple Pencil, you don't have another option.
Yeah.
It's just Lightning.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Additionally, the Folio keyboard is not coming to the new iPad Pro. The iPad Pro got some other updates as well. It got the M2 chip. Otherwise, pretty much the same. And the keyboard just isn't coming to the iPad Pro with all these function row keys. And like the Magic Keyboard is nice. It floats and all this, right? It makes your iPad look like it's floating. Cool. But like add the function row keys maybe? Like that's a pro feature.
Or like just give them both options. You can get this keyboard or this keyboard.
Yeah, or that.
Instead of just like, no, only the regular iPad gets it, which seems weird. Again, we already kind of talked about this before, me and you, but that is what I would consider an upgrade. Why are they not bringing it to the higher end models?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they're I don't know, it's kind of weird. I'm sure they have some sort of plan. Maybe it is coming to the iPad Pro later, but
I would imagine they have to bring it at some point.
Yeah. It's just weird that it didn't come now when they're already giving updates to the iPad Pro, because that's all they announced. Like they just gave it the M2 chip and that's about it. I mean, they gave the display a little bit of an upgrade. It can now tell where the Apple Pencil is hovering above the display, and it shows you a little
Oh yeah, yeah,
icon
yeah,
there,
yeah. Right.
which that's nice.
That is nice.
But like otherwise, we didn't get anything new for the iPad Pro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like if
So
you would expect them to bring it to the iPad Pro first, if anything.
yeah,
That's what I would have
yeah,
imagined.
yeah.
But I don't know. They just want to like test it out with the iPad for like I don't know what the plan is there. Whatever. I don't work for Apple, so
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see. We'll see how what
exactly.
the future holds.
Yes.
All right. We'll get back to the regular iPad. Final thing I wanted to mention is it now costs $5.99 Canadian. This is up from the previous price.
Mm.
I don't know if it's like it's now. I think it's still the cheapest iPad, but it just went up in price. I think it's fine. I think it in the US it went up like $150. Like that's a good jump, but I don't know. I think it's still gonna sell.
Yeah. I mean, considering how much the phones are and they continue selling,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, I guess, yes, you use a phone more in most cases, I guess, depending. I mean, obviously, if you're like into digital art, then maybe you'll use your iPad like a ton. But it is a bigger screen. So if anything,
Yeah.
like I would almost expect it to be like more expensive than a phone, but it's significantly less expensive than like the iPhone 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in that sense, I could see people seeing it being like, yeah, well, I paid $1,500 for my iPhone, so why not shell out $600 for an iPad, or
Yeah.
more if you're getting one of the other models? But yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
I
think
mean,
that's like,
it still has those fundamentals. It's
yeah,
still it's got a bigger screen now, so it's got that. It does work with an Apple Pencil regardless of the little adapter situation. Like
yeah,
that's people are going to deal with that
yeah,
if they actually want to use it, and it is a cheaper solution to if you do want to use it for art
yeah,
or
exactly.
for notes. It's still a good option.
Good stuff.
All right, I think that's all I wanted to mention. At least I got that rant out of the way.
Yes, yes. Cool, 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 cool. Well, yeah, that's about all I had today too. Earlier, from what I said earlier. So,
Awesome.
good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, click that bell.
Do it.
And tune in next week. Peace.